Lila wandered deep into the woods, her favorite place to escape the monotony of her village. The air was crisp, carrying whispers of wind through the towering pines. She often came here to gather wildflowers, sketch the peculiar mushrooms, or simply feel the ancient quiet of the forest. Today, something unusual caught her eye, a faint golden glow pulsing weakly amidst the undergrowth. Curious, she crouched down and parted the ferns, her breath hitched. There, lying on a bed of moss, was a tiny figure no larger than her hand. A fairy. Its wings, once delicate and iridescent, were torn and dull like crumpled tissue paper. The glow emanated from its body, flickering like a dying candle. Lila could see its face, sharp and ethereal, frozen in a mix of pain and peace. She touched it gently, and her fingers came away dusted with a fine silvery powder. Her heart raced. Fairies were myths, stories told to frighten children or explain the unexplainable. But this was no illusion. This creature was real, and it was dying, or perhaps already dead. As she sat staring, a faint hum filled the air, like the tuning of a distant string. Lila looked around, realizing the forest had gone unnaturally silent. The birds no longer sang, and the rustle of leaves was absent. The hum grew louder, resonating in her chest, and suddenly a shadow fell over her. She looked up and gasped. A massive figure emerged from the trees, its body a twisting mass of bark and vines, its eyes glowing green with an ancient, unreadable intent. It was a forest guardian, a creature she'd only heard of in hushed whispers. "You should not be here," it rumbled, its voice like creaking wood. Lila swallowed hard, clutching the tiny fairy to her chest. I didn't mean to disturb anything. She's hurt. Or dead. I don't know." Her voice trembled. The guardian knelt, its eyes fixed on the lifeless fairy. For a moment, sorrow flickered in its ancient gaze. "She is gone," it said. "Her kind are fragile, and this world is no longer kind to them." Lila felt tears prick her eyes. But why? Why did she die? The guardian looked at her, its massive form radiating a strange warmth. "Because humans have forgotten to believe, their stories have turned cruel, their hearts hardened. Without belief, the magic fades." Lila lowered her gaze, guilt and grief twisting inside her. "Is there anything I can do?" The guardian regarded her for a long moment, then extended a branch-like hand. "You cannot bring her back, but you can remember. Tell her story. Keep the magic alive in your words, and perhaps one day her kind will return." Lila nodded, cradling the fairy close as the guardian vanished into the trees. The forest slowly came back to life, but she knew it would never feel the same. She walked home, her heart heavy yet determined, the seeds of a story already forming in her mind.
I hope you enjoyed this short story. If you did, please consider leaving a like, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and subscribing for more stories.